Hey, I'm Kevin. Let's all rise to sing our national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early lights what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave? Yeah. Oh, it's the program. We're on TV once again, once a day, every day. Turn on the machines and we start talking. We're going to be here for an hour. I spilled some water, right? It's okay, it's just water. That's how you start a show. It's by spilling your water on the ground. Spilling your water in the air. I just spilled my water into the air. No, it's on the ground. It's just on the ground. Good thing I have all these napkins and bags. Paper bags will do it. These are kind of napkins. Kind of like napkins. I'm cleaning. Oh, this is a certificate. I'm cleaning things. That's what I like to say when I spill things. And then, like, what are you doing? I'm cleaning. This is how you clean. It's Wednesday today, and we're here on TV, on the couch, living a life. You know, viewers, how are you? I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. What are we gonna do today? Maybe you're asking yourself that. I'm asking myself that right now. I think maybe we'll look at the phones. We'll have some thoughts. I have a feeling I'm going to try to call John Webster, and he's not going to be there. So I'm going to leave him a spiritual voicemail. I'm going to check in on Mr. Catherine, maybe Mr. Ginsu, maybe others. See who's out in the world. Check on the viewer, and check on myself. How am I? I'm doing well, and I feel good today. So let's get into it. It's pretty well sopped. Now I just moved the water from the ground into a napkin, and that's what cleaning is. The water was in the ground, now it's not. It's in the napkin. I'm going to call John Webster. And before I even look at the phone, before I even look at the messages, I'm just going to say, who is John Webster? Who are you? Where are you? How are you? What? Is it ringing? Oh, there it is. Ring-a-ding-ding, John Webster. I would like to speak to you. The voicemail box belonging to you has not been set up yet. Please try your call again later. Are you still there? You still there? Goodbye.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. The mailbox belonging to 3. 1 is full. Please hang up.
You've reached an automatic voice messaging system.
Are you still there?
Goodbye. You've reached an automatic voice messaging system. The number belonging to is the voicemail box belonging to number is full. Please try your call again later. You've reached a voice mailbox answering system. A voice mailbox system. I don't remember what it is. One of these days we'll get it. But John Webster, here's your spiritual voicemail because you're not there and maybe you're listening to this in 2018. We're back here in 2017 and I'm trying to call you, every day. Now that I'm sure you're not answering and you're not going to check your voicemail, I feel like I'm not bothering you, and now I feel free reign to just continue to call that number until probably nothing happens, unless maybe I'm calling you every day and you're looking at your phone and you're seeing it ring and you're thinking, why? Basically just why. And I don't know, it's not like you have one of those like red buzzers. I don't know if they have those. Those are that's like when you're getting a call from a line or like on the, like you're Batman, like 60s Batman. You're like, oh, the phone, the red phone is blinking. You're the commissioner and the red phone is blinking and you're getting a phone call and you're like, why is it blinking instead of just ringing? But I'm pretty sure that you have a ringing phone. I'm not really available for phone calls, so nobody tries to call me with the ringing. Maybe here on the program, sometimes I hear a ringing, but you can get that all the time. You can call us back. You have about 50 minutes today, but you're not listening to this, and you're not going to call us back, John. I hope you're doing all right. I've been leaving all these messages for you, but I don't even know if you're there or not. Like, there, I think you still are, though. Last time I talked to you was maybe before Lake Fair, which was after the 4th of July, but before August, so probably third week in July, I would guess. That's when Lake Fair was, and I know I talked to you like right before Lake Fair, maybe between the 4th of July and Lake Fair, because you didn't believe me that I was going to go to the same card rally as you, and I was there, but you didn't believe me. And then after that, I think it was the not believing thing that maybe had separated us so much. John, is that it? Are you still upset about that, or maybe you just started not answering and you discovered that it was easier to not answer instead of doing the thing? So it's like, well, I was upset, and now I just find it convenient. But I'm trying to talk to you in a way, and we've been talking to you in 2018. But I did go to that car show, John, but you don't have to believe me. That's okay. But I don't know where you are, and hopefully you're doing okay. I'm going to stop by your house one of these days, or maybe try to get somebody to do it. Bird, I'll send Bird over there. He can talk to you, maybe, and say, John, is your phone okay? Maybe I'm just going to go try to send a technician over there to check on your phone, because I have a feeling that maybe it's just not even hooked up correctly or anymore. Maybe you don't have the same phone number. Or hopefully something happened. Would you tell me, John, if something happened to you, or would somebody tell me? I don't think anybody would. How would they? Who would think to call the television show? It's like something happened to John Webster. We better call that television show and tell that television show about John Webster's thing. I'm feeling like you're just not answering the phone, and we've gone through stretches of this, but when people don't answer the phone, sometimes you get worried and you think like the worst, I guess. And I'm thinking the worst sometimes. It's like, you don't call me, John. It's like, call your family. John, we're like your family over here on the program. It's been a long time, and I don't know where you are. Nagging. Hopefully I'm not being a nagging, family member or something. Like, John, you got to call me, return my phone calls. Yeah, you could. I mean, I don't know where you are, and it's been a little while, but it's only been about, it's almost 2 months. That's a good 2 months, John. Maybe 1 month. July, ended like mid-July to the mid-August, late August. That's about 1 month, John, but still, that's a good amount of time. Whole month has gone by. It's like, what happened in this month? What did we accomplish in this month? And how are we going to continue the accomplishments and have them, like, roll forward to the next accomplishment? All right, John. There's no end to this spiritual voicemail except for the end of the program, and that's quite a while away. It's 45 minutes away, so if I just started doing the whole spiritual voicemail thing and being like, I'm doing the brick, John, I'm going to speak to you specifically. Maybe I should just talk to John, though. Maybe that should be how the show is. Remember how I was, like, going to just do the thing where I talked and didn't have some kind of conceit, like talking, and I think I was talking to Carl or something, or I was talking to somebody, and then there was these conceits of who I'm speaking to, and I couldn't just be like, or talking to myself, asking myself questions, and then responding to those questions as a way of communication. And I thought maybe I should just like present those questions as yeah, it's hard to verbalize, I guess. It's like this present it as like the topic, or I'm presenting this topic, and then I'm going to speak about the topic afterwards, like with the question and answer, like. The question is like, is baby corn the same species as regular corn but just younger, or is it its own species but it just resembles corn and is smaller, and so they call it baby corn? Because baby carrots are the same kind of thing. But that's the presentation of the question, and then you go on with the topic, which I was about to enter into anyway, even though I've talked about this topic in the past. It's a good topic though, but instead I'm going to say, I've been thinking about baby corn, and baby corn can either be two things. It could be the same species as regular corn or popcorn, which I don't think popcorn and regular corn are even the same species. Like corn on the cob, I think corn on the cob and popcorn might even be different breeds and species. I don't know if they're maybe the same species. They just call them corn. Is it like different kinds of dogs? Because there's so many kinds of dogs, but they're all different kinds of species. Like, I don't know about the corn, but I think maybe they are the same species. It's hard to tell the difference between species and other things because they put them in the same, give them the same name. Like, what about yellow and purple potatoes? They seem pretty different, but then again, cabbage and broccoli, I heard, are similar things, or the same species. But I don't know if you can breed them. I don't know how that works. Plant breeding. I guess this whole thing is kind of plant breeding. Maybe it's easier to breed plants than it is to create animals. You can create hybrid plants somehow just by like blending them together and seeing what happens, putting them next to each other and cutting them and like pushing their limbs together, their branches together, and make different kinds of corn. Hey, there's a spider. Maybe it's doing its work. But baby corn, corn on the cob, popcorn are the same kind of corn, or the different kinds of corn. It's similar to the potatoes, and there's so many different kinds of potatoes. Russet, yellow, purple, golden, boiler, those giant ones, but are they the same species? And how do you breed plants? Maybe this is a question for Cedar. He's a botanist. Or really, it could be a question for anybody. Let's call Freddie the producer. Well, it's probably... let's see if he's awake. He might be asleep. Because he's been waking up early. Whoa! Oh, jeez. I almost spilled the same water. That would have been... You know, maybe I spilled it because it was right on the ground right there. Hey, you've reached Freddie Doble. I can't come to the phone right now, but if you leave me a nice message, I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks a lot.
Please leave your message for...
Oh, it's a different one.
Frederick Doble.
Maybe this is the message you get when your phone is off and it's not just ringing somewhere because it's off. You're sleeping, Freddie. Maybe if you can hear me in your dreams, like I'm talking to John Webster, I'm talking to leaving this spiritual voicemail is what I've been talking to them about, the John one, but you're actually here, and I believe you might actually listen to these messages. Maybe you can say, like, you know, the lonely dove flies at midnight, 552311. Freddie, if you remember the code, you can respond to it. If you remember that you're listening to this message and doing it again, well, I forgot the message already, but you can replay it. I could too, I guess, when I go back around on the other side. I've been thinking about corn and potatoes and whether or not they're the same species. And, you know, I do bring up the baby corn, regular corn question quite a bit on the program. It's been months, I think. But, like, can you make purple potatoes and just those regular brown potatoes, like potatoes? Like, that's what, also, you know, the just regular name, you just say potato. If you want a potato and then you think it's all those the kind of fancy potatoes, you have to kind of tell them. But if it's like the base one. But if you get like a purple potato and like a yellow potato, can you mix them together to create a, this kind of yellowish purple, I guess. Kind of spilling. I think I'm drinking water. Yeah, I think you could though. But I don't know about corn, the different kinds of corn. Popcorn, regular corn, baby corn, that like rainbowy corn. Are they the same? What happens if you throw them together? And the same with the potatoes. All right, well, Freddie, sweet dreams. Thank you. Thanks for everything. All right, let's check the messages. Here goes. Who's on the messages today? Oh, Fred. And Mr. Ginsu.
That's such a good thing, that message, the option of pressing 1 to get through it. So great.
Good.
Delia, me.
Hey, Fred.
What are we seeing on the streets?
Yeah.
What do I see on the streets?
What, Fred? Fred, did you... Something? Is it something?
I saw someone playing golf with a tennis ball.
What?
And a strange broken piece of metal with plastic on the end of it.
Does that count as golf?
They were drinking Steel Reserve, berry flavored.
What makes it golf?
Purple kind.
Ew. Berry flavored purple
Getting rowdy.
I didn't know that existed.
What was that? Keep minutes on.
Sounds nasty.
Sitting here listening to music.
Yeah, Fred.
Some incense.
Music, huh?
Chilling.
You relaxing? Where's the book?
Some lucky devil got some Popeye's chicken left in the refrigerator up in Bellamy.
That was Church's chicken.
Bye-bye.
That was Church's chicken, Fred. Let's call him back. Let's call Fred back. Let's say, hey, Fred. How are you?
So I was watching a video online.
Uh-huh.
I watched this guy drive up the shoulder. You can watch it in the video. He's driving up.
Yeah.
And there's a slower truck in front of him in the number 1 lane. And you assume he would be in the number 1 lane, but he must have been on the shoulder, right?
All right.
But he drives up right next to this motherfucker in the number 1.
What happened? Where's the book? Am I sitting on it? I gotta find it. Viewers, you remember last time I saw the book? It's been a few days. I don't remember the last time I used the book. Here it is. Just had to look around for a minute. Book is found. It's been found. I'm looking through the book now. I'm gonna call Fred. I'm gonna say, Fred, what constitutes golf? Like if somebody's just like hitting a ball with a thing, I think that you need a whole goal Or at least a bucket. Some kind of goal, though. Counting your strokes. Buckets. Fred's from the 845 area code. Ring-a-ding-ding, Fred. You've reached the voicemail box of Fred.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. 8 3 9 4 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
I'm going to press 1 for more options, Fred. It's a good option to press things. How are you? Thanks for the message. What constitutes golf? What's the difference between hitting a ball with a stick and just golf? Because I think that the ball was on the ground. Was they hitting the tennis ball off the ground? Did they have, maybe if you're hitting stuff off the ground, it constitutes golf because it's like the driving range. So maybe just like not in the air. It's like really small, T-ball golf instead of just regular golf. That might be better, but maybe they have the same amount of accuracy. Like the really nice golfers, the really good golfers, have greater accuracy than they would if they were just hitting them with a T-ball because it's a little bit longer. They can hit farther, but maybe with a longer thing, it's a little bit farther. I would just they got just like throwing golf, and then rolling, grabbing. You ever think about trying to...
If you're satisfied with the message, press 1. To listen to your message, press 2. To erase and message review.
I'm going to press 1 for more options. Fred, it's a good option to press things. How are you? Thanks for the message. What's the difference? All right, Fred. You didn't answer the phone. Here's the next message. It's from good old Mr. Ginsu. Mr. Ginsu, did we talk to you yesterday? Or was it a few days ago? Yesterday was a Wednesday. I think we talked to you at least on Sunday. But maybe not on Tuesday or Monday. I don't remember. We got to get somebody to write all this stuff down. Like write down all the things that are happening in life to remember them all the little things. But then how are you going to know which things to remember?
Yeah, I know. It's way fucking past my bedtime. We got mail. In there is letters that open upon receipt. Well, I just receipted it, and fuck you. I ain't opening it. Go fuck yourself. It was like a spectrum.
Getting messages.
Charter spectrum, motherfucker.
Our friends trying to call us.
Ain't they? Fuck off. Don't fucking tell me to get and think I'm gonna do it.
What? Have you been drinking, Mr. Ginsu?
Goddamn. Especially when I told them to take me off the mailing list, and the only thing they could do was keep sending me fucking mail. Fucking cunts.
Yeah.
That's all I fucking wanted. More mail. That's why I asked them to quit sending me fucking mail. Fucking cunts. So, there you have it. Go fuck yourself, Victor. I don't want your service, asshole.
You don't want those phone services there. Out to get you in a way. Fred. Let's call Fred back. He tried to call us. We're playing some phone tag. Here it is. Whoa, ring-a-ding-ding, Fred.
I didn't want it to do this.
Hey, Fred.
Hey!
It's the program on TV. How are you?
I'm good. I'm here with Gene.
Hello.
Hi, Gene.
Hi, Kenny.
Hey, what do you think constitutes golf, Fred? How come that guy you said he was playing golf with a stick and a ball?
Oh yeah, I ran into some person with a good amount of face tattoos last night who was hitting a tennis ball with a piece of metal that had a piece of plastic on the end of it that looked like a golf club, but I don't think it was a golf club. It looked like maybe it was broken off of like some kind of tent.
Yeah. And he was hitting a tennis ball?
Yeah, and he was drinking Steel Reserve berry flavored.
I've never seen the berry flavor. I didn't know that they had the fruit flavored Steel Reserve before.
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
What's a regular?
Gene? What?
What's regular flavor Steel Reserve? Beer?
It's like malt liquor. It's pretty gross. It's probably actually a little bit better than some of the other malt liquors, though.
Yeah. Fruit flavor. Fruit flavored.
What did you find, TV?
I saw something suspicious on the streets.
Uh-huh.
I was driving down Martin Way, and there's like I don't know what it is really. It's like American martial arts or U.S. martial arts, right?
Yeah, out there by Hawks Prairie, by Walmart and stuff.
Yeah. But further down, yeah, like by the bins, Goodwill bins or whatever. And it was confusing. There were like kids outside mixing, and then they were walking, and I'm paranoid now because of the white supremacists. And I feel like some had like their arms out, like in Hail Hitler way.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they did or not. Maybe they were doing mixed martial arts. But there was a policeman, or maybe two policemen, talking with them.
That's what.
So then, that's it.
That's what they want.
That's what they want.
They want to scare. They want to be scared. To scare you. I don't think that the kids are doing that.
It was kids. I don't know. Anyway, that was weird.
Yeah. I don't think that there's the kids are doing that.
You don't think the kids were giving
the fascist salute?
The fascist salute.
Do you think they're having organized meetings and like doing the whole thing? I just have the sense that they're not doing the whole like the ritual kind of part of it. They're just doing like the mean part.
Uh-huh.
And like like the old Nazis when they were walking around being like they're like community building within themselves in scary ways. I don't think that the new ones are doing that. They're probably just they're not organized and they're dumb. They're not getting indoctrinating their children.
I bet they're not that well organized.
But I read something on the internet about how I became fake news. And it was interesting how, someone videotaped the guy in Charlottesville driving into the people, and then, very quickly, so many people across the United States were, saying that he was actually the organizer of it, and isn't it a coincidence that he was there to videotape it?
What happened? He drove into the crowd?
No, he videotaped the guy in Charlotte, this person that wrote the article that I read on the internet. he said he was talking about how I became fake news and how, like, you know, probably the president of the United States is, like, skeptical of whether he, like organized the alt-left or something, you know, like,
I don't know about all that stuff seems like media hype to me.
Yeah, but then he's gotten death threats, and all his family has gotten death threats, and police have. And,
yeah, but it's so easy to threaten people these days.
Yeah. But that, you know, he videotaped someone killing people or killing a person.
I don't know. Yeah. I didn't hear about that. But like.
Yeah, in Charlottesville, that was the big deal. A Nazi drove his car into a huge crowd of people and killed one person. Anyway, blah, blah, blah.
I didn't even hear about any of this stuff.
Nazis, I'm like, they're not Nazis.
He was
some of them call him.
He was a Nazi? Was he? Was he?
Good point.
The guy that drove into the car, somebody drove into the car in Charlottesville? Into a crowd?
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody in a car drove into a crowd, killed somebody.
Yeah.
He
injured like 18 people, killed one person.
Was it a minority crowd or something? What?
So it was like Unite the Right came, and there's lots of white supremacists and neo-Nazi groups, all these people who were very well organized, coming together in Charlottesville.
Oh, somebody
trying to take down
somebody hit and they hit the Nazis with the car?
No, the neo-Nazi or white supremacist guy drove into the counter-protesters and that's why President Trump is in trouble to some degree with lots of people. Because he was like, I want to make sure I know both sides. But then he called the counter-protesters alt-left. Crazy.
The guy got... He got some people, but he was the guy that was in the car was confirmed to be also a Nazi or something.
Yep, he was organizing with them. Yep, he's part of it all.
And they could have ran into each other. If you're there at the thing, I think that they just wanted the attention. They can't do anything, and they got a bunch of people together, and if you're going to get together in a crowd like that against violent people, then I think that's like something that you're going to have to expect to happen to you.
Well, that's their point. They want violence.
Yeah. That's what they're trying to do, and then they're like, hey, look, there's a group of people that they can go after, so if you're like, they're like right there.
Yeah, I guess.
That's too bad.
Blah, blah.
Yeah, but I still think that's all media hype, though. Now it's all the big news. I think those are groups that are fighting each other somewhere that could be more private, and now it's on the news and it's a big media hype, and I don't know what to believe.
I think they should put it all into the UFC.
The whole point of the article is that there now is fake media creates total fiction, and then no one believes what really happened, like, the regular stories, which is already, and so by creating this total fantasy news, then it just throws everything under the bus, and then it's like, well, I don't know what's happening. I'm sure black people aren't being killed. I'm sure they're being treated real equal. And I'm sure they're probably taking their jobs, and the Mexicans are taking their jobs, and I'm sure that's all fucked, and, and it's just
I don't believe the news. I don't believe either, whatever it is, all this stuff, and I'm sure there's inequalities happening everywhere, but I still don't believe the news.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's going to help. I don't think that stuff's going to help people either. It's
Okay. I've got that. My grandfather and my uncle.
Also, like
the newspaper people. So I got a little bit of news in me.
The people who are like actively, like on the streets, being racist. So those people are marginalized in society, and they really don't have any. Once you're doing that, you've like kind of demonized yourself. So they should be doing that. Like the people, the real problem is like the institutional racism when people are being quiet about it and pretending that they're not racist and lying. And if they all took to the streets and admitted they were racist, then we would have a much better time.
People alone and things like that. Yep, and the prison industrial complex.
So maybe
yep.
As far as
just move it backwards instead of being able to move forward into any of that institutional stuff when this kind of stuff comes up. It seems like
as far as racists go, which I don't like any of them. I think that those kind are the best kind on the streets. Those are the better racists out of the two groups of them. Yeah.
Maybe we should give them Florida.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too. Like, if they want a space.
White people live in Florida.
But that's what I was talking about. The island. Remember, we went to the San Juan Islands, and I was thinking like.
Right to live on the San Juan Islands.
They kind of already do.
Yeah, Kenny.
Well, we got there in Vermont too. That's where I'm from. It's all like in Vermont and Maine.
New Hampshire.
It's whole places up north. I mean, we could.
They don't have to dream of a white Christmas.
Yeah. There's communities like that.
It's gonna be that way. Yeah. On the streets.
So that golf thing, though, I want to hear about that golf thing, like if he had a goal, like a bucket or a hole that he was trying to hit the ball into.
No, he wanted me to just try to hit it across a parking lot, and then he wanted me to keep on going. But it's not that I didn't feel safe. It's just that he was very, very crazy and very, very wired.
Yeah.
And he would have been a lot of fun to hang out with had I also been very wired and wanting to engage in highly debaucherous, questionable activity with somebody that I never met before with face tattoos.
You had to cut. You had to cut it off somewhere. Yeah.
I wish I would have done that. It's the kind of thing I would have done. I would have hung out with him, hit that ball around. But yeah, it was a little weird being in an abandoned parking lot at a closed government building with a drunk guy swinging around a piece of metal.
Yeah. Is it an abandoned building?
No, it's that building over by behind Texaco. It's not abandoned, but it's pretty dead. You can just kind of go over there. It's like a big empty parking lot, and nobody really fucks with you over there.
What kind of face tattoos did he have?
I don't know. Looked like pretty regular stuff. Just like some designs. They were asymmetrical.
Yeah.
He said one cool thing, he said a bunch of cool things, but it was one thing. He went and he was smoking a cigarette, and then at some point he went, "Ooh, that's a spicy cigarette." It was like really, he was like that. And then he said, "Woo, look at your wild power," or something like that every time he's smoking one. He's loving it. He's real glowing. He kept on asking me if I knew where to get any marijuana or any white.
Yeah. Go to the store. Go to the store.
At one point I said, I don't know where to get any around here. And he's like, well, we're just going to have to go downtown and look in the darkest places we can find. And I thought that was funny how he said we. Maybe I could brainwash him, but just using a we.
Yeah.
I'll just agree. I guess that's what I'm doing with you.
We're doing that. He's gonna find the darkest.
That comic was a white.
He is the dark. He is the darkest corner of downtown, though.
Yeah, I know he was the darkest corner. That's what I should have said to him. I'm like, where? I almost said that when he first said it. I was like, do you know where to get any white? Because I don't. Like, you look like you might grow some.
What's the darkest corner? He's like, it's right here. I'm already there. Yeah. Yeah, face tats. I saw somebody with only a face tat and didn't have a lot of tats on his arms. And it's like, where are your arm tats?
Only a face tat, no tattoos anywhere else?
Yeah, no other visible tattoos, and he was wearing a short sleeve shirt. I was like, where's your arm tats? He got his face tattooed first.
Where was it? On the forehead?
It was on the cheek. He just had, it looked like, I mean, he had like some stars or something. It really looked like a carnival. Like a you know how you get your face painted at the carnival?
Yeah.
Only forever.
Yeah. Did it look good?
No.
Damn.
He lived in the woods.
It must have been that tattoo artist. I think there's got to be, we got to count the amount of tattoo shops in downtown Olympia. There's like
and they just
so many
too.
There's so many.
tattoo shops. Thurston County's got a lot of tattoo shops.
How many people can get that many tattoos? Because you can't like go there often.
I want to know how many tattoos they do a day, because they've got different artists, right, that work at different, and so are there like 10, 15 people that get tattoos every day in Olympia in each of those shops?
Yeah.
Are there 30?
I don't know.
Are there like thousands of tattoos put on people's bodies every day?
It seems like
every week.
Yeah, it seems like there'll be more.
We might have to do that many.
So, do they sit around and give like one tattoo a day? Some of the tattoo artists?
Yeah, they must have to. They must have to give at least several to be like a viable business.
Yeah. Crazy. I don't know.
I wonder if they're done by this, or like I wonder if there's like a, because like that's what happens. Like one person gets a tattoo and then they get like 80. So I bet a lot of customers are just return customers.
Yeah, but still they run out of space eventually, and there's like tattoos and piercings. Like how many times can you go back really?
I mean, we got somebody in our band who's got somewhere around like 15 giant tattoos, all of which probably cost at least $300.
Yeah.
And some of them might have cost like $1,000.
Well, that's a lot for the tattoos. And then they still have space left?
What?
They still have space left?
You hear that?
Faceless?
They still have space left on their body after that many tattoos?
Oh, yeah, faceless. Faceless. You know what? It seems like they're doing a pretty good job spacing out theirs. Although it's starting to resemble more of like a armor, in a sense.
A whole
like magma rock armor.
Well, they're going to be solid. It's going to be solid tattoos. And then it's hard to tell what's going on most of the time.
Yeah, I want to get a tattoo. No, I'm not. I don't know. Are you gonna get a tattoo?
Gene, what are you gonna?
You have a tattoo? You have a tattoo, Gene?
You got tats, Gene?
Nope.
Massachusetts?
You got a Massachusetts tattoo?
I don't have any tattoos.
A tattoo of Massachusetts. Hey, I'm gonna record.
I have a mole with the hair coming out on my face.
Where you didn't trim it?
I pull it out sometimes. Sometimes I think there might be more than one hair, though. I'm not sure.
There are.
Oh, Fender says there are more than one hair.
Oh, okay.
They grow.
Yeah. I'm gonna get a tattoo that grows hair. Like special hair. I don't know if they have those.
You think a tattoo of a hair?
A tattoo that grows hair when you get it tattooed. I'm going to record a message to the future. Okay, you ready for this? Like this. Hey, future, it's us, the past.
Hi.
What do you have to say to the future?
Fred, you're doing a good job. It's okay. Just relax. Keep on eating Kratom.
Okay, bye, future. Hey, I have a question. Do you think that potatoes, like all those kinds of potatoes, are the same species of potato, like purple and golden and stuff? Are they just like variants, like dogs, or are they different whole species?
I don't know. What the hell separates them?
In animals, it's if they can create viable offspring, and I think it's similar. So I don't know if you could mix them together, and also how do you breed plants like potatoes? So that's together.
So is the potato are different types of potatoes different species of potatoes?
Yeah,
or are they different?
I don't know, but I think there were no potatoes in North America or South America until it came over from Europe. Wait, maybe no. Maybe it's backwards. Maybe they were here and then they went to Europe for the first time.
Yeah.
Shit.
But I want.
Is it that one?
I think they came to South America.
Into potatoes and failed, or.
You gotta go back and do your homework.
Also, I don't know anything.
Also, corn. Popcorn and corn on the cob, and sugar corn and stuff. Are those the same too? That's potatoes, or are they totally different too?
Different. What? Potatoes and popcorn?
No, like corn on the cob and popcorn.
Corn on the cob and popcorn are the same.
Popcorn is popcorn just like regular corn, only different, like a dog's.
Dried.
It's dried, yeah.
Probably stuck on the corn for longer and dried out.
But it's
like a seed does.
It's got to be a totally different kind of plant, though, right? Or is it just like regular corn that's treated differently?
Regular corn, I think.
I bet they're not different species. I bet they have a different name that just makes them distinct. Because I think they can. That's the thing. You can cross-pollinate things, right? That's why people make different styles of potatoes and different styles of.
Yeah.
That thing? Am I wrong?
Yeah, they're bred up potatoes, so you can mix them together. And I don't know how you mix together potatoes, though.
And then there's mules and donkeys.
Yeah.
We don't know anything about those.
Like the potatoes.
Mules, I think, and horses.
You can serve them mule hash browns. They should have that. They should have more fried mule.
Fried mule. Horse meat.
At the fair, yeah.
Donkey tail.
Yeah, donkey tail at the fair. I'll have a fried donkey tail.
Yeah.
I'll just eat that hair.
They have horses as meat in some places.
I bet it tastes alright.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know about
donkey.
I've never heard of donkey. Anybody trying to eat a donkey before?
Because they have such cute eyes.
Yeah, they're too cute to eat.
Yeah.
Like hamsters.
Not like horses.
Oh, here you go, Ryan.
Uh-oh.
We're going to watch a movie.
All right, thanks for talking to us today. Call back anytime.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, that was Fred and Jean on the phone. Let's look at these. Oh, where's the thing? Let's look at a few of these messages to the future. Maybe 1 week's worth. Here we go. Today is Wednesday, so we're going to go back to last Wednesday, which I think was a Brian day. This is today. Here's yesterday, Tuesday. The day before that is Monday. That's right here, Monday. And then Sunday before that. And then Saturday. Yeah, Saturday at the San Juan County Fair. That means that's Friday. Thursday. Wednesday. And Wednesday. This is the one we're trying to look at. That's the past.
We're here in the past.
Brian's still here. We're trying to get videos going, but we're having a hard time a little bit.
Maybe I'll show it on my iPhone.
Bye. Bye. Hey, future. It's us, the past. You got anything you want to say to the future?
I don't freaking know.
How's
I
your?
hope you get what you want. As in both of us. Unless there's somebody else there, then that goes to all of us.
Yeah, there's nobody else here. By the trees today. Hi, future. It's us, the past. Hey, past.
Yeah.
What do you have to say to the future, Bird?
That
You hope things.
happy and healthy.
I hope you see
Abundant
mental fingers. Bye. Health solutions. The past. How are you? Real good. We're at the San Juan County Fair. Do you remember this? It's pretty exciting. June and Fred and they're breathing on the camera. Thanks, future. Okay, bye. Bye. That was the message to the future. I'm going to have to go back tomorrow. Yeah, you will. It's us, the past. Oh, hey, past. It is Sunday. We're back at the studio. Yesterday we were at the San Juan County Islands. And I did that whole thing where I came back. And it feels good to be back. It's like the vacation coming back to your own home and stuff. Thanks, bye. Bye. Sunday, Monday. Today was the eclipse day, remember that? Yeah. It stayed about the same light when we looked at the camera, but I went out there in the park and saw the light with the glasses and stuff. Oh, did you see it? Did you have all your fingers? Did the eclipse remove them somehow? They did not. Thank you. You saw the eclipse, you would have known already. This is Tuesday. It's us, the past. How are you? How many fingers do you have? How's your health? How's life? Good, real good. What kind of things do you have in the future? Amazing things? Future things? How am I supposed to answer the question? You have like mechanical butlers? You have like tin foil hats that do help you instead of just crazy people? Yeah. Bye. Bye. Hey, future, it's us. Yeah. Pass. Hey, Pass.
Hi.
What do you have to say to the future?
Fred, you're doing a good job. It's okay.
It's okay.
Just relax. Keep on eating Kratom.
Okay. Bye, future. Bye. Hey, all right. Hey, that was the past for a whole week. Look at that. Well, maybe we should look at the last year, too, because we're going to run out of time here. We only have about 5 minutes left today. We made it all the way through today, you know. 5 minutes is still a good amount of time, though, so I don't want to speak too soon. Could lose consciousness, could die. Things could happen in the next 5 minutes. But I'm pretty confident, about as confident as anything I'm going to live through the day. And if I wasn't confident that I wasn't going to live, or try to do something about it. So I think it should be like a given that you're confident that you're going to live. Oh yeah, well, this is what the thing from yesterday. We already looked at this one because we cheated, but I'm going to look at it again anyway. Oh yeah, the Claire one was pretty funny too. So we're looking at both of these, but we only have 4 minutes left. This is yesterday and today.
Don't
Bye.
panic.
Bye.
Don't panic.
Panic.
See their garden.
It's the commercial.
Going away now.
Bye, Claire.
Oh.
Claire was
Am I
here.
on the commercial?
Yeah, you're on the commercial. There you are. Claire was here. Bird is here. Carl is sick.
Bye.
We're over
Feel
here.
better, Carl.
Bye.
Get well soon.
Bird or Claire is sick. Baby seagulls. Is that what the baby seagulls sound like? Every night at 11:30 and 2 a.m. Claire's turning into a beast. Call in. Get on TV.
Tell us a story, man.
Yeah.
Where the hell are the stories?
Bye. Bye. Oh, here's the TCTV one.
We've had some fun. We've had strange camera angles.
Hey, this Fred.
Sound effects and wonderful guests. And the usual suspects in front of the mics. Loud shout-outs to our neophyte crew, and go Hawks.
Go Hawks.
Go Hawks.
It's the program commercial. Is that it? I mean,
Beast mode.
We're reading stuff, and Fred's here, and we have like a bunch of guests. We're doing the.
Nice.
Carl is very excited. Feeling better. I think it's maybe the steroids.
Yeah.
Have you been doing the steroids today? That's why he's so excited. We're trying to pinpoint it the whole time.
Oh,
my God.
it's really scary.
360-836-4384. Call, leave a message, get on
Run
TV.
for your lives, people.
Yeah, thanks everybody.
Couldn't find me with 2 hands. And
Okay, all right. Well, it's the end. We made it. Again, like I said a little bit ago, that anything could die. But I said that also some of Mr. Catherine. Take a look at Mr. Catherine for a minute too. In Africa.
Years that the animals, especially these males, spend so much time.
No problem.
I think they are wildebeest. I believe so.
While they're running across the video.
yes, I'm getting. What are they?
Wildebeests.
What generally happens with animals like this is that at night they normally go into the thicker vegetation. They feel more protected in there. So that's where all these animals now are on the fringes. And they're starting to come out of the bush.
There we have the zebra.
The zebras. Where is that? Oh, is that Catherine?
Unlike the deer or reindeer,
It's the giraffe in there with
ours are bone from the
baby
skull.
one down below.
Baby giraffe.
This is the giraffe that's sitting back there in the trees.
It's the baby giraffe. Oh, he's on a boat in Africa.
This is the way to travel.
Yep.
This is more better.
I think the timer didn't ring. But the show's over anyway. Maybe it's time for a new timer. It's been time. Thanks for watching. It's Wednesday. We're on every night on TCTV channel 22 at 11:30 and 2 a.m. Check it out, YDHWM.com. Yeah. 360-836-4384. Call and leave a message. Get on TV. YDHWM 109 State Avenue, number 3, Olympia, Washington, 951. Check it out. Yeah. Graham, it's a good song. Thank you. TCTV, La Bebe, Jordan E. Fabulous, Graham, StopSpot.com, John Webster, Thurston County, Washington State, USA. Thank you. Viewers, that's you. You're watching. Thank you. Hell yeah, dog. Bye.